You didn't just survive. You passed the hidden spiritual test, and now it's your turn to receive. The test was never announced. It came disguised as silence, isolation, delay, maybe even suffering, but it meant everything. And if you've been through it, it's because something in you made it through the fire. Whether you call it God, the universe, or something beyond words, it has been watching you, measuring you in moments you didn't even know mattered. And now, it responds to you differently. Every choice you made to stand firm, every time you refused to betray who you are, it counted. While others broke, you rose. That is why you're here. That is why you're hearing this now. From this moment on, your presence will disrupt the wrong rooms and unlock the right ones. You're not just seen, you're recognized. But before you move forward, there's one thing you are never meant to forget. The real reason your life has always felt heavier than everyone else's. You were marked long before you understood why your life felt heavier than everyone else's. That weight you carried wasn't bad luck. It was a sign. You've always been different. Too intense for small talk, too aware for the games people play. Your struggles weren't punishments, they were initiation rituals, each one shaping you for a mission that only you could carry. You were never made to fit in, you were made to remember. And now, all the pieces that never made sense are starting to click into place. Every breakdown, every silence, every moment you thought you were being punished was actually preparing you to carry something most people couldn't survive. You weren't being broken, you were being forged. And now, the seal is broken. The calling you felt in whispers is about to speak in a voice you can't ignore. You've entered the moment, everything shifts. But here's the part no one tells you. Once the calling activates, your reality doesn't just evolve, it rearranges itself around you. When you cross this threshold, life doesn't just keep moving the way it did before, it starts to respond to you. The fog that made every decision feel like a blur begins to lift. What felt scattered suddenly makes sense. The patterns, the signs, the people, it all begins to align without you having to push. You'll notice people showing up in your life without you chasing them. Conversations and encounters will start connecting, like pieces in a story you didn't even know you were writing. Opportunities, the kind that fit who you really are, will start finding you. The shift didn't come because the world suddenly decided to be kinder. It came because you changed. Your energy moved first. You realigned your core, and now the universe has no choice but to mirror that truth back to you. Your inner reality is finally being projected outward, and this time, it's working in your favor. But alignment is only half of what comes next. The other half is what you've just left behind for good. Think about everything that tried to pull you off course. The people who drained you. The endless loops of doubt and delay. The sudden chaos that seemed to hit right when you were making progress. These weren't coincidences. They were tests, energetic traps designed to keep you busy with what didn't matter, so you'd never have the energy for what does. But here's the difference now. You stayed aligned. You stopped feeding the wrong fires. You refused to step back into the cycles that once consumed you. They no longer match your frequency. That's why the chaos feels quieter now, because you're above it. And when you rise above something, it can't touch you in the same way ever again. What once shook you now passes right through. The game has changed, and you're no longer playing on their board. You've been changing from the inside for a while, but now it's not just you who can feel it. Other people sense it before you even open your mouth. Your transformation is radiating outward, and it's rewriting the way the world responds to you. Your presence carries weight now. The kind of weight you can't fake, buy, or pretend into existence. It's the type of energy that walks into a room before you do. The kind that makes people pause without knowing why. Your silence has more impact than your old words ever did. You don't have to explain yourself anymore because your very being communicates something that's impossible to miss. Even strangers glance twice, not because of how you look, but because your energy feels different, stronger, anchored. Your vibration has become your first language, and it speaks louder than anything you could ever say. And here's the part that most people don't understand. This isn't about intimidation or dominance. It's about resonance. Your energy is now in tune with itself, so anything or anyone out of tune with you feels that mismatch immediately. Some will be drawn closer, others will pull away. Both are proof of how far you've come. What you're radiating now is the signal that your journey has shifted from survival to embodiment, and it's only going to grow stronger. Something inside you has sharpened. You notice it in the smallest ways. That gut feeling that used to whisper,